have never seen Ninjago, I think that's how you pronounce it, before. I haven't had any interaction with the franchise whatsoever. But what I like to do on this channel is sometimes I like to dive deep into the lore of franchises that I've never interacted with before at all. I've done it from Genshin to Adventure Time, like all over the place. So today, I asked permission from Tom to react to this Ninjago lore, complete timeline, which a lot of people have been asking me to do before. And we're gonna get the perspective of someone that has no experience in this franchise, and I'm gonna try my best to take in all the knowledge. Here we go. I assume that's Tom. Hello, Tom.
Oh, Harry, you stupid bitch. Oh, hello there.
Whoa!
Sorry,
hi.
I was catching up on some reading. My name's
No worries. I also think that sometimes. You stupid bitch. Although I say it when I'm looking in the mirror.
What's that? You want me to read you a story?
I mean,
okay, I'll see what I have.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, here's one. It's
okay.
about a kid named Greg Heffley who goes to high school.
Oh no, that's the Wimpy Kid. Yeah, my brother loved the Wimpy Kid thing. I feel like it's not really my vibe right now, though.
You want me to talk about Ninjago?
A Ninjago. Well, there you go. Now I know how to pronounce it properly. Brilliant.
Do that enough? Fine. Okay. I'll see what I have.
Yeah, no, I love the lore. Hey, there's the full timeline. Wow. I can't believe they released a book that just called that. They could definitely do some work on the cover art. I would imagine maybe like a different font for the timeline word.
The entire history of Ninjago. I'll read this one to you.
Everyone knows the tale of the first Binjutsu master creating Ninjago before time had a name. But our story begins before that, in another realm called the First Realm, which was home to the Oni and the dragons. Oni had the power to destroy, while the dragons had the power to create.
All right, seems like a solid balance at this point. Is he doing a choke slam? Is he hitting him with the 5-star frog splash? The suplex? This kind of feels a little bit like Ruin in Preservation from the Mistborn franchise, first and foremost. But you know, nice little balance, good.
The two species were locked in an eternal war. That was until a child was born of both Oni and Dragon. This caused even—
Oh, he had the power to create and destroy. Also, he's made of Lego, which is cool. I don't really understand why the entire series is Lego, but first and foremost, think that's kind of cool. I do love Lego.
More fighting as the two species fought over who got the child.
Oh no, he's gonna pull his left arm off and he's gonna have no left arm and he's gonna have to replace it with like a cyborg left arm, like Full Metal Alchemist.
The child tried his best to stop the fighting, but to no avail. The child decided to abandon the realm, deeming it a lost cause.
Hey, fair enough, honestly. It's like when your parents are just arguing over which school to send you to, what kind of extracurricular activities they want you to do. Oh, he should do piano. No, he should do football. Oh, he should do karate. No, he should do karate. Yeah, no, he should do karate. That'd be great.
Another realm covered in ocean with a few islands, which had its own conflict going on. A giant sea serpent named Wojira controlled the forces of wind and water, which the child did not possess. The realm would have been destroyed if the child didn't team up with the residents of the realm.
God, what is that? Are those the residents? The purple fellas? Oh no, oh no. Don't say purple guy. Don't say it.
The Islanders and the Melopians to take down Wojira. They failed to stop it until an elemental master of water named Niad combined with the sea and removed 2 jewels from Wojira's head. This sent the beast into an eternal sleep. The 2 amulets were separated between the Islanders and the Melopians. And the child
never to be reunited into Wojira again.
Was known as the first Binjutsu master by the people of the land because of a martial art he created. The first Binjutsu master climbed to the golden peaks to create the Temple of Light and 4 golden weapons infused with 4 powers of his own: fire, earth, ice, and lightning.
Okay, you definitely guessed the last one. I wonder what the nunchucks have.
He would use these weapons to create a giant landmass and call it Ninjago, where he would live for the rest of his life.
Oh, that's cute. The landmass kind of looks like, first off, it looks like yin and yang, obviously, but it also looks like 2, I don't know if they're dragons, but like lizardy creatures that are kind of twirling around each other, which almost feels like it's the, you know, the creation and the destruction. They're like twirling around each other, the yin and the yang they came from originally. And I wonder how the parents are doing these days. How's the dragon that creates life doing these days?
A few Oni had traveled from the first realm to watch over the first Binjutsu master from the Oni temples they built across Ninjago. After a while, an ancient evil had risen up to power to oppose the first Binjutsu master. This evil was known as the Overlord, who created an indestructible stone army. A massive war broke out between the first Binjutsu master and the Overlord. In fear of losing his new home, the first Spinjitzu master separated Ninjago into two halves, one staying as Ninjago and the other becoming the Dark Island, where
Jesus Christ, like half the world is just the really awful place to live. Yeah, don't go over it, please. Do not build a boat. The only place to go with the boat is the really awful place that is terrible. Please, it's like, don't build the boat. The only other place that you can go to is France.
the Overlord and his forces were banished to. The Realm Crystal was created by the first Spinjitzu master to allow easy travel between the 16 realms, which had newly formed. New species
16
would
of them?
start popping up around Ninjago, like humans and a race of snake people known as
Whoa, oh hey, that's cool. Actually, listen, the first time I played an Elder Scrolls game, I played an Argonian, so that's sick. That the snakes. Wait, why do some of them have? Some of them are full snakes, and some of them are just like guys that are kind of snakes. Or like the higher ups, the full snakes. Is the more snake you are, the higher class you are. Like the more of a dickhead you are, the higher of a class you are in English
the
society.
Serpentine. The first Spinjitzu master had two children, with researchers unable to reason how they came to be. These children
I can reason how that was. And the first Ninjago master was he was yeah, you know he was.
were Wu, who inherited the elemental power of creation, and Garmadon, who got the elemental power of destruction.
Oh, I know how this is gonna go. Wait. Prediction. These two sons, while friends in their youths, as they grow apart, with the destruction one becoming more and more dark-hearted and violent in nature, the life brother tries to bring him back and maybe eventually does pull him into the light. Despite his destructive nature, he learns that he does not have to give in to the darker side, and maybe his powers can be used for good.
The first Spinjitzu master crafted the Green Ninja Prophecy, which
Okay, that's kind of that's my prophecy. That's what I think is
stated
gonna
a
happen.
warrior dressed in green would finish the battle with the Overlord. The Dark Lord was planning his next move on the Dark Island, ultimately deciding to use one of the first Spinjitzu master's children as a vessel for his return. He possessed a serpent to bite Garmadon's hand, injecting him with pure evil. The snake would later
Oh,
be
jeez, did you just inject someone with pure evil? Yeah, this is kind of has gone off the rails pretty quickly. They didn't even grow up
known
yet.
as the Great Devourer. The evil venom would take years to corrupt Garmadon.
Oh, never. Okay, so it does take a while. Man, God, they played the long game. I will say
First
that.
Spinjitzu master would train his sons in elemental properties and Spinjitzu, and later created
Spinjutsu? Oh my God, that's awesome.
forbidden Spinjitzu, which shall never be used by anyone. Wu would meet a serpentine girl named Asphira, and the two would become very close. Wu teaches her Spinjitzu, which she later
Wait, how close? He teaches her spinjutsu? Whoa, you're not allowed to do that. That was banned, right?
uses to overthrow her king and become the ruler of her people.
Okay, a benevolent and kind ruler, hopefully. You know, sometimes you can use something that's in theory bad for a good result. Maybe the king was a dickhead. Maybe his land reforms were a bad idea. Maybe he had some terrible tax ideas. He was like, oh, let's raise the income tax on the lowest tax brands at bracket. So we take more from the poor to keep them under our heels. Maybe he was like proposing some really terrible policies.
Wu, realizing his mistake, used the scrolls of forbidden Spinjitzu and help from Garmadon to stop Asphira's reign and lock her away.
Oh, okay. Well, Garmadon's at least like he's like, oh well, yeah, I did this, but I messed up. Let's fix the whole situation,
She
right?
swore vengeance on Wu. As the boys grew older, they would meet a woman named Misako. Several years later, the first Spinjitzu master would pass away in a tomb, holding the realm crystal. The location of this tomb was kept secret, with the only hint to its location being on Wu's staff, which he wouldn't even know about. Wu and
Okay, you should probably you should definitely bury that at the very least. I mean, I know they're in a big tomb that is hopefully hidden away. Maybe like put him in a coffin and lock it as well. Though I imagine there's probably locked gates that you need to get past to get there as well.
Garmadon were appointed the protectors of Ninjago and the Golden Weapons. Stricken by grief, Garmadon would go down
God, he looks so much like Anakin. This feels like I feel like this guy was inspired by Anakin Skywalker.
his own path, leaving Wu by himself at the monastery. Elsewhere in Ninjago, a pirate named Captain Soto and his crew would set out on a journey to find the Dark Island, but came into conflict with another pirate crew and its leader, a djinn named Notakon from another realm. After several battles, Captain Soto would seal Notakon away in a teapot and banish his crew to different realms.
So base. I mean, if you're gonna do it in something, you gotta do it in a teapot. That's the way to go.
He continued his search for the island until him and his crew were killed when their ship, the Destiny's Bounty, wrecked at sea.
Oh, wait, is that the end? Is that the end of this? Okay, I'm assuming that's going to come back. I feel like they wouldn't just have the pirates be like, we're pirates now, we're going to do pirate things. Oh no, we're being attacked by other pirates. We defeat the pirates. Uh-oh, we've been shipwrecked. And that's the end. There's got to be some kind of conclusion. They're going to get to the island. Maybe they'll get like rescued by the Dark Islanders. Maybe the Dark Islanders will show that they are not actually evil, and in fact they are good. And the other people living on the Ninjago island are just being racist, and they're not actually bad in the first
Martial art
place.
was created by Sensei Yang called Air Jitsu. Yang tried to achieve immortality using the Ying Blade, but cursed himself and his students by turning them into ghosts. A new kingdom
Oh god, what is this, like the Thousand Suns from Warhammer? Jeez, that's a terrible result.
high in the mountains was found called Shintaro. Elsewhere, a gifted engineer named Dr. Julian built a mechanical boy who he would raise as his own son.
What? This is God. There's so much going on here. So they discover the air temple, and obviously like Aang's hanging around in the air temple, in this lovely place. And now they're all ghosts. And then there is the Atlantis of the sky. Like Columbia was found from BioShock is now in the sky, in the clouds, in the mountains. And now also we're making Pinocchio of metal.
Garmadon would find himself training with Master Chen and another student named Klaus, while Wu stayed at the monastery to train his own students. One of these students being Morrow, a descendant of an elemental master of wind. Wu trained Morrow to hopefully complete the Green Ninja prophecy. Morrow
Okay, so he's the protagonist, maybe the protagonist of the show, or a progenitor, a pre-protagonist that will teach the protagonist where they went wrong.
was deemed unworthy by the golden weapons, causing him to become angry. He would make poor choices to prove destiny wrong, and after a falling out with Wu, Morrow would leave the monastery. He then spent several years trying to find the first Spinjitzu Master's tomb to prove himself. Misaku and Wu start to grow.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not being accepted by the weapons, I mean, I'd probably be a little bit pissed off too. You spent your whole life trying to do something only to be rejected. It's gotta feel bad. You spent your whole life working and training, and you're like pretty good at the thing. Like, no, I'm the guy. I'm him. I must be him. I have to be him. I'm gonna prove that I'm him.
Closer, and he develops feelings for her. He wrote her a love letter, but Master Chen intercepted it and manipulated Garmadon to sign his own name on it, as he also had feelings for her. This is an act he would deeply regret. The Serpentine created their own prophecy. A figure known as the Golden Master would rise up and wipe out everyone across the land. This prophecy would start to crumble the truths that the humans and the Serpentine had. Master Chen created.
Did they just create this prophecy out of nowhere? How do prophecies created? Are they created by farseers, people who can see in the future? Not just from this series, but like in general. Prophecies are just like there. But who's the one who sits down and like, yeah, today's prophecy day. I'm gonna make up some freaking prophecies, baby. Let's go. I assume it's people that can always like see the future.
Created
Surely.
even more tension between the two groups, eventually leading them to hate each other. Garmadon would leave his master after seeing what he was doing. A war broke out with the Serpentine and the humans, with Wu and Garmadon leading the Elemental Alliance.
Okay, so they're all very snake people. What happened to the snake people with legs? I'm kind of like rooting for the snake people. I want them to do well. They've been dunked on a lot recently. They had a coup happen, and now this prophecy came out. And they're like, oh, we're just trying to follow. We're trying to do what's right.
This group was created with different elemental masters. The leader of the Serpentine Alliance was an Anachondri, a powerful breed of snake, which gave the Elemental Alliance a run for their money. Chen would manipulate the Elemental Alliance, causing some of the members to turn on their comrades. All seemed lost until sacred flutes were discovered to control the Serpentine, and they used these flutes to separate the Serpentine tribes in separate tombs.
Oh, into tombs? Wait, hold on. Are we sure these Serpentines are like pure evil? Are we really doing what's right here? We're splitting them up and we're using mind control devices to force them into the underground? I don't know. Morally, this seems pretty I know they're at war. Morally, I don't know if that's this
The
tracks.
Anachondri leaders, however, were banished to the Cursed Realm, and Master Chen and Klaus were also banished to an island.
I guess that's what happens if you lose a war, though. You are just gonna get absolutely destroyed. I mean, hey, they didn't get killed, so that's something.
After the war ended, Chen's manipulation led to Crux and Acronix, the twin elemental masters of time, staging a rebellion against the Elemental Alliance. The Elemental Masters of Fire and Water, Ray and Maya, forged 4 blades, with Wu and Garmadon absorbing the Time Twins' powers into them. They used the blades to send them into a time rift so they can never be found. The twins went into the rift themselves to escape punishment.
Okay, so they send the time powers into a rift so they can't be abused? Seems pretty smart, seems solid.
Presumably being lost to time. However, Crux landed back in the same time period and went into hiding. One of the time blades also landed at the same time period, with Wu hiding it in a place called the Boiling Sea. Garmadon's
Oh, Jesus Christ, the boiling sea. Christ. What is that, the result of a BP oil spill?
letter would get to Misako, and they would start dating. They eventually got married and conceived a child together, with Wu not knowing.
Wait, like the really old people, they got married? They're like 90 years old. Honestly, I'm just impressed that at that age, they were able to conceive a child. Usually it doesn't happen like that. But you know what? Good on them.
Of his brother's betrayal. The Elemental Alliance would start to settle down around Ninjago, having kids of their own and passing along their powers. Moro would pass away on his quest, with his spirit passing on to the Cursed Realm.
Oh man. So he just gets kicked out. He gets really sad, becomes a drunkard, goes out on a quest to become like him, dies on the quest, and then his spirit goes into the Cursed Realm. God, I mean, wow, what a terrible
A
life.
game designer known as Milton Dyer goes into hiding as rumors of his new game trapping people becomes known to the public. The new Elemental Master of Earth.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Of course I would, yeah, you would go into hiding. Dude, if a game came out, like a VR game, like Ubisoft releases like Assassin's Creed 75, and then people just get trapped in the Assassin's Creed land. Yeah, the CEO of Ubisoft would probably be, a little bit fucked.
Would battle a dragon named Griefbringer in Shintaro, using two swords,
sorry.
which she later gave to the two species
Hold on.
that live Bringer into the public. The new Elemental Master of Earth would battle a dragon named Griefbringer in.
Why would their parents call them Griefbringer? Or is this a name that was given to them by like the locals because of the grief that he brings? I would imagine that. Because if you ask the dragon, I'm sure he wouldn't say his name is Griefbringer. That just seems like a terrible. I'm not going to call myself like, even if I'm like a bad person, I'm probably not going to see myself as a bad person, right? I'm not going to call myself Widowmaker. Oh wait. Oh my god, I have been playing too much Overwatch. Jesus.
Shintaro, using two swords, which she later gave to the two species that live there, the Geckos and the Munts. She would then return to Ninjago. The king of Shintaro, King Vangelis, would soon send 3 adventurers into the cave below Shintaro to retrieve an ancient skull full of evil power.
What happened to the what's going on? What's this? What's with the animation change? Is this like a special movie? Is this a wait? Oh my god. They have a barbarian, a wizard, and a rogue with a pet. This is a D&D group. This is a D&D group. That's what
The adventurers
that's what
get
it
the
is.
skull, but after delivering it to the king, they are forcefully sent back into the cave where they would be lost. The king used the power of the skull to enslave the Geckos and the Munts. The Great Devourer's venom fully corrupted Garmadon, turning him completely
Oh, it's about time. Christ, that took a freaking long time. Jesus.
evil. He tried to steal the golden weapons for himself, wanting to remake Ninjago himself, but Wu intervened. The two brothers fought using the golden weapons. Garmadon gained the upper hand, but before finishing Wu off, a protection defense spell on Wu's robe activates, striking Garmadon with a bolt of lightning.
Striking him with a bolt of lightning, and then is he gonna fall into an abyss? Is he gonna fall into what some might say like a shaft leading directly into the heart of the Death Star?
This caused Garmadon's body to disfigure, and he fell into Ninjago's underworld.
Okay, so he becomes disfigured after being hit with light. This is a lot of Anakin Skywalker I'm getting from this guy, but he does look kind of cool though.
The skeleton army approached Garmadon with their king ready to attack, but Garmadon took control of the skeletons and swore revenge on his brother. Wu knew his brother would return, so he hid the 4 golden weapons
God, he actually looks like, oh my god, it's Obi-Wan going to hide Luke.
across Ninjago, placing a dragon to protect each one.
Whoa! See, okay, that's way cooler. You know what? This guy's way cooler than Obi-Wan is. Yeah, he's way sicker. He could just like spawn dragons. He's just like, hey, can we get a dragon over here? We need to protect this weapon. I'm gonna need like a big dragon, like right here, please.
He drew a map and gave it to the Elemental Master of Fire at the time, Rey, for safekeeping.
Rey? Okay, this came up before the new Star Wars movies, isn't it? I'm sorry. Rey?
Rey and Maya would have children of their own and frequently chatted to a new friend, Dr. Saunders. This new friend turned out to be Crux in disguise, and his parents were taken by him, leaving their 2 children alone at the blacksmith. The Master
Oh, that's incredibly irresponsible of the evil time guy to
of
do.
Lightning abandoned her son at a junkyard, where a couple would take him in and raise them as their own. The Master of Earth would fall ill and later pass away, leaving her husband and her son. The Elemental Master of Ice found himself lost in a forest, but luckily he came across Dr. Julian and Zane. Knowing that his
Wait. The guy with the robot son, right? Okay, solid.
time was coming to an end, Ice gave his powers to Zane before disappearing.
You can just give your powers to a robot? How's that work? That's kind of cool. I guess, maybe if you think and you feel, then you're just as real as anyone else.
The next day, Wu would find Zane and Dr. Julian and realize what had happened. Eventually, Dr. Julian got old and passed away and turned off Zane's memory switch, resetting his memory. Samurai,
What?
following
Oh no, don't do that. Don't reset his memory.
Garmadon's orders, revived Dr. Julian and kidnapped him to build vehicles for his skeleton army. Julian refused and instead was locked in a tower in the middle of the ocean.
Wait, they just revived him? Damn. They can just revive things like that? That's kind of crazy. That's like very impressive.
Misako would have her child, and realizing his potential to fulfill the Green Ninja prophecy, and Garmadon potentially being the Dark Lord, left the boy at a boarding school to search for another way for the prophecy to be fulfilled. Several years later, Wu realized he's too old to stand against Garmadon alone, so he sought out the new elemental masters of Earth, Fire, Ice, and Lightning. Wu found the elemental master of Earth, Cole, on the top of a mountain.
Damn, he's ripped too. Look at him. My goodness, look at you.
The new master of Lightning, Jay, was also quickly recruited, and he found Zane again at the bottom of a lake. The three
What? He just found him at the bottom of a lake? Like, he's just scanning lakes? Why was he at the bottom of a lake?
began their training, but there was one more person to find. Kai, the new elemental master of fire. He worked at his parents' blacksmith with his sister Nia, and first refused to become a ninja, but after Nia's capture by the skeletons, he trained with Wu and joins the team. They find
Oh, they were the two children that got left. That's right.
3 of the golden weapons, but the skeletons take them to the underworld, with Garmadon forcing Kai to take the last weapon to free his sister. He does so, but Wu steps in to take the sword and travel to the underworld himself to keep the ninja safe. The ninja
Oh no, he's like the old master that's passing things off, but he's like the Gandalf of this
head to
situation.
the underworld themselves and are surrounded by skeletons, but they use the tornado of creation to fight them off. Samurai gets the sword from Wu and tries to betray
He has all of this guy's General Grievous. I'm seeing so many Star Wars crossovers with this. Obviously it's probably heavily inspired by it, but I also don't know when this started around, so I don't know like what is coincidence and what is inspiration. This guy has 4 arms and he's wielding all the weapons. I'm like, he looks like General Grievous to me. I don't know if I'm just making things up at this point. 2011. Okay, 2011. So potentially
Garmadon with the 4 weapons. He's unable to possess them all at once, so they cause him to implode.
Oh, sick. All right, good. -1 for the bad guys.
This creates a portal to the realm of madness, with Garmadon stepping through. Garmadon's son,
Why would you want to go to the realm of madness? You're like, you know what? I'm too sane. I'm feeling a little bit too sane today, and I look a little bit wacky crazy. Let me just go over to the Shivering Isles real quick.
Lloyd, is kicked out of his boarding school and unleashes the Hypnobrai Serpentine tribe. They betray him and open the tombs to the other Serpentine. Now,
All right, well... All right, maybe it was a good idea to use the morally dubious mind control devices to seal away the communities and entire species of people. Like, okay, maybe this one time it was a good idea, but we shouldn't do it at any other point, okay,
being
guys?
led by Pythor, the last Anachondri. Zane regains his memories. Wu travels to the realm of madness to find his brother, who now has 4 arms to hold all the golden weapons.
Hey, that is pretty crazy. Yes, 4 arms? I don't know, kind of crazy.
Garmadon helps the ninja rescue Lloyd, and they find out that he's the Green Ninja. The snakes collect 4 fang blades, which they use to unleash the Great Devourer. Pythor is eaten by the Devourer, and the ninja are forced to trust Garmadon with the gold.
Eaten? Oh, dude, don't trust this guy. He has 4 freaking arms. He just mutated in gruesome arms. See, if this was 40k, you do exterminatus on the whole planet. You don't even leave an inkling of a chance that this guy may corrupt the rest of the world.
Golden
Don't
weapons
trust
to
him.
defeat it. A little girl and her family are caught up in the Devourer's attack, with her parents dying. She is later adopted into the royal family and grows up to idolize Garmadon and hate the ninja. This girl's name is Harumi. After Garmadon destroys the snake, he escapes with the weapons. Pythor is freed from the Devourer's stomach, with his scales getting bleached by the acid. This same acid starts to seep underground. Garmadon takes
Oh, is it going to wake up that invincible army that was, I guess, sealed away for many generations?
control of the snakes and takes the golden weapons to the Golden Peaks to combine them all together to forge the mega weapon.
Wow, okay. So now we got a solid, huge weapon. Now what are we going to do with this? What's the plan, guys? Are we going to do evil, or are we going to be chill with
Lloyd
it?
is affected by an aging powder, which forces him to age a few years. Garmadon travels back in time to stop the ninja from meeting each other, but the 4 ninja follow him and destroy the mega weapon, causing it to shoot into space, landing
All right, solid. Wow, we have space travel
on
already?
a comet. Garmadon gets betrayed by the Serpentine.
That is Sorry. Dude, this guy cannot catch a break. Like I know he's supposed to be a bad guy, but this poor fella from like day dot has been bitten by a snake. You know what? You'd think that he would know not to trust the snakes, considering when he was like 3.5 years old, he got bitten by a snake. At that point, I'm just scared of snakes. I develop a phobia. I'm not trusting snakes anymore. This guy cannot have anything good go for him a single time.
And he washes onto the Dark Island. The Overlord unites with Garmadon and grants him access to the Stone Army. The Serpentine finds some Stone Warriors under Ninjago City, and
oh, this is like the Necrons. I'm sorry I'm making so many comparisons to other franchises, but I'm just seeing them and I'm just thinking
the
of things.
Devourer's venom awakens them. The Warriors lock the Serpentine underground and causes chaos throughout the city. The ninja set out to the Dark Island, finding Dr. Julian along the way. Garmadon builds a weapon using dark matter, which he uses to put Ninjago into darkness. The Overlord possesses Garmadon's body, completing his plan from centuries
Crikey, this guy he absolutely cannot catch a break. Poor fella.
ago. But Lloyd becomes the ultimate Spinjitzu master and uses his golden powers to defeat him. This causes
Nice. Solid. All right, good. We're doing
the
well.
darkness in Garmadon to disappear.
After Ninjago was left in...
Are you done with your stupid reading yet? I need
No.
the space to lift some weights.
No,
Weights.
Cool Dan. Can you not interrupt?
Whatever. You got 10 minutes before that gun show rolls in.
Is he doing an American accent?
sure.
I think he is.
Whatever.
Yes! I'm gonna go skate.
You go do that. Alright, where was it?
You know, the creator of the video asked if they could react to my reaction, and I was like, absolutely, yeah, that's completely okay. Never had someone do that before, so if you're watching this, hey, thanks again for allowing me to react to this. I appreciate it.
So, ah, yes.
After Ninjago was left in ruin, Cyrus Borg led the city to rebuild in a futuristic style. Borg
Oh,
Tower
nice.
was built upon where the Overlord was defeated, and he also built a robot assistant called Pixel. Dr. Julian passes away again due to old age.
Wow, I mean, listen, he had a good run, though. It seems like he's been alive for a very, very long time. Also, the ability to die twice of old age, not many characters in fiction can say that they've died twice of old
The
age.
Serpentine built a society in the Stone Warrior tomb, becoming more civilized and staying underground. Garmadon becomes a sensei, training his own set of students to fight without fighting.
Oh, okay. So he's like chill. He's like, actually being evil, not worth it. Not good. Keep getting betrayed. Not a fan of snakes, by the way. Don't trust these snakes. If you see any freaking snakes out there, you don't talk to them, okay? They're not good.
Make up for his evil doings. Borg Tower and the whole network become infected with a virus containing the Overlord. An army of robots is created to hunt down the ninja and take Lloyd's golden power.
Goodness me, the technological advancement of the show is advancing. This advancement be advancing. Crikey, we went through like the Industrial Revolution in a weekend.
With the help from Pythor, he accomplishes his goals and begins the Golden Master prophecy. The Overlord gets enough power to take a physical form, but Lloyd escapes and splits his power to the 4 ninja, leaving him unable to use his golden power. Ninjroids are sent
Oh no, he lost Super
to
Saiyan.
the comet where the golden weapons landed to bring them back. They are successful and the weapons are forged into the golden armor, completing the prophecy. Zane sacrifices his life to defeat the Overlord again.
No, Zane! Except you're like kind of a robot. So is it really death or is it merely a machine turning off? These are the kind of moral questions we need in the Lego show. Poor Zane.
But he's able to rebuild himself a new
Oh, no, he's fine. Never mind.
body. The ninjas split up after Zane's death, but are brought back together to enter a fighting tournament with the
They went to one of those sushi conveyor belt places. I tell you what, I went to one of those when I was in Tokyo. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. You just little boards. You just type what you want on the board. The sushi that comes out, absolutely delectable. Totemo oishii desu ne. Very good.
promise of Zane being alive. This event was set up by Master Chen to bring all the elemental masters together to steal their powers, to complete a spell which would turn him and his followers into Anachondri warriors. They are defeated by
It turns them into snakes? Did they lose the legs? I feel like it's much more inefficient to slither.
Garmadon, who is cast into the Cursed Realm, so the past Anachondri generals can come out and take the imposters to the Cursed Realm too. This opening allowed Moro's ghost to flee into Ninjago, where he would possess
Oh, Moro's back! God, he's been just chilling for a while. I wonder what he thinks about the whole thing.
Lloyd's body. Cole is turned into a ghost by Sensei Yang,
He possessed whose body?
flee into Ninjago, where he would possess Lloyd's body. Cole is turned into a ghost by Sensei Yang, and Nia becomes the next
Turned into a wait, is being turned into a ghost just like the PG friendly way of saying murdered relentlessly?
elemental master of water. The ghosts are defeated when Nia unlocks her true potential. Moro soon passes away as he repairs his relationship with Master Wu, and
Yeah, I mean, oh, finally, after all of this time, he prepared his relationship. But also, again, I feel like he was dunked on. I feel like he was treated quite badly from this video is saying.
gives him the realm crystal.
But he was also like a massive dickhead.
Moro soon passes away as he repairs his relationship with Master Wu and gives him the realm crystal. Klaus was able to escape the Cursed Realm's destruction and finds the teapot that was used by Captain Soto. He releases Notakon and is trapped in the pod.
Oh, the pirate's back. Let's go. We have a second pirate arc.
himself. Notakon acquires the realm crystal and uses it to find his crew and travel to his home realm, Ninjago, where he finds it in the middle of being destroyed. His father gives him their family sword and uses it to trap each ninja in it, except Jay and Nia. He uses the power of the sword to rebuild Ninjago in Ninjago, so he can marry Nia and get immense power.
Wow, I mean, listen, that's a pretty freaking powerful sword. If it can do all that, bloody brilliant sword that is.
After Nia is struck by poison, Jay forces Notakon to rewind time to before the teapot was found, causing everyone but Jay and Nia to forget what happened. On the Day of the Departed, Cole starts to fade out of existence, so he travels to Sensei Yang's temple to take revenge. Yang reawakens statues of past enemies of the ninja to take their place among the living. Moro warns Wu what's happening with the statues, and they are all defeated by the ninja. Cole flies through a rift, which turns him back into a human. Wu waits at the monastery for the time rift to reopen.
Like, I was just, I'm sure we're just like really glossing over. I know there's 15 seasons of this. I feel like we're really glossing over some of the very important stuff. It's like, yeah, he flew through a rift and now he's human again. I feel like there's at least 10 episodes that goes into that.
And release a Chronix. The two fight with Wu starting to rapidly age. Crux and a Chronix
Wu rapidly aging. He already looks like 150 years old. He already looks like double Joe Biden. How can you rapidly age still?
reunite and collect 3 time blades to power a time machine they built called the Iron Doom. Ray and Maya are
The Iron Doom crew came up with a name for
found
that.
by Kai, but him and Nia are forced to collect the final time blade to stop Wu's aging. The Time Twins use the
Do you need to stop Wu's aging? He's probably already like over 1,000. I feel like he just doesn't die of old age. I think he's just like, I think he's good.
Iron Doom to travel back in time to when they fled in the rift, with Kai, Nia, and Wu following them. They stop the
Don't
Time
die.
Twins and use one of the blades to stop Wu's aging. But in their last fight, Wu sends Kai and Nia back to the present, while he stays on board to fend off the twins. In their final battle, Wu begins to de-age back to a baby.
Oh, whoa. Hey, too much, too far. Good, this guy's just, he gets a reset. Lucky bastard.
A year after Wu's disappearance, the ninja continue to search for him while protecting Ninjago. Misako finds baby Wu, but the two are captured by Princess Harumi
Wait, Baby Yoda? Wait, Baby Yoda? Hold on.
and her new biker gang called the Sons of Garmadon. Harumi sends a
The Sons of Garmadon. Oh, so he's having kids too. No, okay, interesting.
robot named Mr. E to steal the Oni Mask of Vengeance. The Sons of Garmadon attack the royal palace and steal the Oni Mask of Deception, while killing the royal family in the process. Harumi keeps her involvement a secret from the ninja. They also find Master Wu. Lloyd and Harumi find the Oni Mask of Hatred in one of the Oni temples, with Harumi revealing her hatred towards the ninja and escaping. She uses the mask to perform a ritual at the Temple of Resurrection to bring back Garmadon's evil side back from the departed realm. The ninja
Wait, the evil side is its own separate person now? Okay. Cool. Well, people just let Garmadon chill for a bit. Like they just don't let him chill.
stop her, but Garmadon still pushes through and is reborn. Lloyd and Garmadon fight, with Lloyd losing the battle and his powers. The ninja managed to save him with the help from one of Wu's old friends, Mistake, who gives them Traveler's Tea. The ninja try to stop Garmadon's huge colossus, but are almost crushed. They use the Traveler's Tea to escape to another realm. Lloyd and Nia are left in Ninjago to fight Garmadon's forces, while Kai, Cole, Zane, Jay, and Wu are sent to the
I would assume that the good version of Garmadon, who's like training the ninjas and are like he's like being subtly racist to the snakes at the same time. I feel like he's feeling very bad about this, very guilty about the entire thing. Like, oh, it's my evil side. Oh no, my evil side is reaping havoc. If I had an evil side and it was reaping havoc, like I would feel very guilty about the entire thing.
first realm. The 4 ninja and Wu are hunted down by dragon hunters led by Iron Baron. They escape and head off to find the first Binjutsu Master's dragon armor, which he wore in the Dragon and Oni War. They get help from Faith, an ex-dragon hunter. After being chased into Oni territory, it's revealed that the Oni had left the realm a long time ago. A growing Wu is taken by Iron Baron to collect the dragon armor for himself. The mother dragon
The Iron Baron is wearing a big old top hat, which is brilliant. But there's a dragon guarding it, of course. There's always a dragon.
Firstborn kills Iron Baron, and helps Wu and the ninja get back to Ninjago. While
Alright,
all this
brilliant.
is going on, Garmadon rises to power and sends the sons of Garmadon to hunt down Lloyd. Lloyd creates a resistance.
Okay, how many sons could he realistically have? Like 5? That's a lot of sons. When you factor in the fact that he might have daughters too. Are daughters allowed to be in the Sons of Garmadon? I feel like it maybe just a name, not a gender exclusionary group.
Consisting of him, Nia, Pixel, Skylar, Dareth, Mistake, and other elemental masters. They sneak into Borg Tower and broadcast a message to the people of Ninjago to rise up and fight against Garmadon. They are tracked back to their hideout.
All right, hey baby, it's revolution
Everyone
time.
except Lloyd, Nia, Skylar, Dareth, and Mistake are captured, with Mistake revealing she was an Oni sent to watch the first Binjutsu master. She is killed by Garmadon, but Skylar absorbs his powers and tries to use them against him. A tug of war.
But evil cannot defeat evil. Only understanding and truth and goodness can defeat evil in the end. Or maybe like a really big beam blast that could do the job.
The giant colossus results in Harumi being crushed under a building and killed. Wu
Oh,
and the
dear.
other ninja arrive back in Ninjago, reuniting with everyone. Kai, Cole, Zane, and Jay deal with the Colossus, while Wu and Lloyd confront Garmadon. They defeat him, and Lloyd gets his powers back, while Garmadon loses his. Before being locked up, Garmadon tells Lloyd
They're locking him up. I have to admit, I know this is a kid show. In this situation, society's got to do. It's death penalty time for the guy. Come on. I mean, you have to. I mean, maybe you can't kill him. Is he too strong to kill? What do you do with this? How do you kill him? You just put him in a tomb under the water, in a cage, and put some sharks in there too. Maybe since he doesn't have his powers anymore, maybe that way you can do that.
that something is coming. Lloyd later figures out that
Well, he does what?
before being locked up, Garmadon tells Lloyd that something is coming.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. So, something is coming. Oh, that's fantastic. That's very helpful. There usually is something coming, mate, but you're also evil. So, like, how can we trust
Lloyd
you?
later figures out that Garmadon was talking about the Oni. In the Departed realm,
Oh, the Oni are finally making an appearance. Goodness me, it's only been like 1,000
the
years.
Overlord strikes a deal with Harumi and revives her. She starts buying Vengestone from King Vangelis, which is a substance that can block elemental powers. The Oni
Solid. Seems like a good idea, honestly. Like, in a world where people can just, like, do things and make the rocks move and make fire, it just seems like a good idea to have some protection from that.
begin to invade Ninjago through the Realm Crystal, so the ninja free Garmadon to help them stop the Oni.
Oh, well, he's been in prison for, like, what, 5 minutes? I wouldn't trust this guy. He just tried to take over everything. He had a Colossus. Are we forgetting the Colossus, guys? I would not trust. I mean, he's been betrayed so many times. Just show him a snake, he'll have a heart attack and probably collapse and cry.
Garmadon gets his powers back, and him and Lloyd destroy the Realm Crystal. But
Oh my god, this is like Frieza teaming up with Goku to win the Tournament of
it was
Power.
all for naught, as all the Oni had already arrived.
Oh dear, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. They're already bloody
They
here.
use the golden armor worn by the Overlord to hold off the Oni while they escape. Kai
Wow, they're literally using the armor. They're like, back, foul demons! I have this gold thing, so you're scared? Aren't you scared? You should be scared.
forges the golden armor back into the golden weapons, and they all use the Tornado of Creation to defeat the Oni. Garmadon disappears. The ninja explore and
Garmadon disappears, going to, I don't know, be scared of snakes or plot his 17th domination attempt.
ancient serpentine tomb with an adventurer named Clutch Powers. They accidentally unleash Asphira back into the world. She steals Kai's powers and resurrects her army to search for the forbidden scrolls of Spinjitzu,
Oh, now they're all fire boosted too. That's pretty
so
sick.
she can enact her revenge on Wu.
Wait, she's been thinking about spin jutsu this entire time? Come on, we've moved on. We have like sniper rifles now at this point.
She is successful in getting one of the scrolls, but the ninja used the second scroll to fight her off. Zane uses the scroll to freeze Asphira, but before she is fully frozen, she tries to blast Wu, but Zane jumps in the way.
No, Zane's gonna die again.
He is sent to the Netherrealm,
No, never mind. He just got sent to the Netherrealm. He's probably okay.
loses his memories, and is manipulated by an outcast formling called
Oh no, well, I mean, he loses memories again? God, this guy just cannot keep his memories. He has worse short-term memory than his worse RAM than I do.
Vex. They take over the Emperor of the Realm and turn all of his men into Blizzard samurai. Vex would confront the formlings, giving them a chance to join the Ice Emperor, but they refuse. The Ice Emperor would come back later to freeze them all, except for a young girl named Akita. Wu tries to go to the Netherrealm himself to save Zane, but the ninja go in his place. They are given food and shelter by the village, and they learn of the Ice Emperor's tyranny. Lloyd decides to go find Zane alone, while the others stay to protect the village. Zane meets Akita, who is wanting revenge on the Ice Emperor. The whole village is frozen by the Ice Emperor's dragon, with the ninja being unaffected. Kai destroys the ice dragon after regaining his powers, while
Kai realizes type effectiveness and easily beats the ice
Lloyd
dragon.
confronts the Ice Emperor. Zane gets his memories back and restores the realm. Vex is banished and the ninja return to Ninjago. A villain called the Mechanic tries to steal a motherboard, which the ninja...
We just went from, oh, the Ice Emperor using his ice dragon has manipulated and taken over the worlds. All right, we solved that situation. Someone's trying to steal a motherboard. I guess his PC power surged and he needs a new one.
to take back. They find an arcade machine in the mechanic's hideout, which Jay puts the motherboard into. He physically enters the game known as Prime Empire.
Oh my god, we're in Sword Art Online.
With every arcade machine changing to Prime Empire, causing other people to enter as well. Kai, Cole, Nia,
If you die in the game, you die for real.
and Lloyd enter the game to free Jay and the other gamers, while Zane, Pixel, and Wu find the game's creator, Milton Dyer.
Wu's like, I don't get all this video games. I'm 1,000 years old. I became a baby and I grew up again. I don't get this video game. So what's a Fortnite?
Ninja find Jay and play through the game to collect 3 katanas to face the game itself, Unagami. Everyone but Jay gets turned into cubes, leaving him to face Unagami himself. The cubes are used to power a portal to the real world,
Oh my god, he lost an arm. Is bro okay? It's a good thing there's no blood in the Lego world.
and Umagami passes over. He reunites with Dyer and releases all the trapped gamers.
Oh, I forgot the freaking game developer guy was like, uh-oh, people are getting sucked into my game. Time to go into hiding and run away.
As well as the ninja. The ninja get invited to Shintaro for Princess Vanya's birthday. Cole and Vanya discover the dungeons under Shintaro, and the ninja head down to investigate. They rescue some of the geckos and muns and are separated, but manage to
Oh, these have been enslaved the entire time too. Crikey, they've been having a rough go of it, haven't
unite
they?
both species to face King Vangelis, also known as the Skull Sorcerer. Their assault isn't successful, and they are locked up. King Vangelis reveals his identity to Cole, Wu, and Vanya, and then sends them down the deepest part of Shintaro. With help from the adventurers Vangelis sent down before, they free everyone with Cole facing the Skull Sorcerer. He defeats him with the Spinjitzu Burst, and Vangelis is imprisoned. Vanya is promoted to Queen of Shintaro.
I think maybe we shouldn't be. I'm just saying, maybe we shouldn't be imprisoning these people that can do all this harm. Maybe we shouldn't be imprisoning them. Maybe we should do something else. I don't know.
Since Vangelis' mining has stopped, Harumi is forced to smuggle Vengestone through criminals. Ronan uses criminals to trick the residents of the Island of the Keepers into giving them all their riches by pretending to be Wojira. Misako, Wu, and Clutch
Oh, he pretends to be the massive sea serpent from the start, and he's like, I won't blow up your island if you give me shiny coins.
powers travel to the Uncharted Island and are captured by the Keepers, believing that they're after the Storm Amulet. The ninja head to the island on a rescue mission, but are captured as well.
These guys keep getting freaking captured. You think, come on, they've got a lot of experience. They should be able to not get captured at this point.
Islanders plan to sacrifice Jay to the fake Wojira, but the ninja catch on to the scheme. They rescue Jay and apprehend the criminals and Ronan. Meanwhile, in Ninjago's oceans, Prince Kalmar discovers the Temple of Wojira and starts to run experiments on the sleeping Wojira.
Why? No, dude, why? Come on, man. Let's do experiments on the sleeping. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Things were fine for years not doing that. Things have been so chill. It's been great. Like, it's been so chill, nice. We can sit down at a restaurant, have a nice burger. It's great. Let's just not run experiments on the massive evil dragon thing.
These experiments cause Nia to lose control of her powers. The ninja investigate and discover Merlopia. Kalmar kills his father, takes the throne, and blames the attack on the ninja. Kalmar's
Damn, that is some proper coup stuff right there. That is prime coup stuff. Oh, there's some outsiders here. Guess I'll just do a little coup, kill my dad, and then, oh my god, the outsiders have killed my dad. We should take care of them.
adopted brother Benthama helps the ninja escape, and they all fight with Kalmar over the Storm Amulet. Kalmar is successful in awakening Wojira, and
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He's back again.
Ninjago is flooded. Kalmar is eaten by Wojira after he loses control, and Nia sacrifices
Oh, what a shocker. You were evil for about 15 minutes, and now you're dead. Well done. I hope it was worth it.
herself by becoming one with the sea, like Niad did. Wojira is defeated, and the ninja hold a funeral for Nia. The ninja
Aw.
go their separate ways.
Well, man, no, maybe she's like still alive, but like her consciousness has been expanded, and she is the sea. She is the concept of peace and harmony in the waters.
And Benthama becomes king of Merlopia. The newly elected president creates
Cat moment, huge moment for cats and joyers all over the place.
his own ninja team in their absence. The new ninja capture Pythor and come in conflict with the old ninja after investigating another shipment of Vengestone.
Hey, he's like, you guys are just B-Tech us. Why would you? You got the Walmart version
Nia
of us.
regains her memories and tries to find her way back to her friends. They break Asphira out of prison to absorb Nia's powers, successfully unmerging her with the sea.
Okay, solid. She's back. You know what? Crazy that you can even do that, but brilliant. And now they're in prison because the crimes that they did.
These actions cause the ninja to go to prison, while Asphira
I feel like they could escape from prison so easily. They just wouldn't even be a
is
problem.
recruited by Harumi, as well as Pythor, Vangelis, the Mechanic, and the newly rebuilt Mr. E, forming the Council of the Crystal King. Dareth and Nia break the ninja out of prison to investigate, but Lloyd is captured by Harumi. The council
Captured again? Come on, guys. Let's do a little better. Let's stop getting captured so much.
burns down the monastery and steals the golden weapons to restore the Overlord to a physical form. Lloyd escapes and the Overlord sends his Vengestone army to attack Ninjago.
God, this Overlord fella's like Ganondorf. He just keeps coming back over and over
Almost
again.
everyone in Ninjago is turned into a crystal zombie, so the ninja team up with Garmadon. They gather as many people as they can and reach out to anyone that can help. Lloyd and Garmadon confront the Overlord, who reveals he was behind Garmadon's corruption. Harumi also realizes
Wow, they finally revealed that. That happened at the start of the video. And I guess that happens like they reveal it towards the end of the series. It's like, hey, I was the one that made you evil the whole time.
that the Overlord was responsible for the death of her parents and joins the fight against him. The ninja fend off the zombies with help from Shintaro, the Melopians, the Islanders, and the Serpentine.
Damn, wow, they got the full shebang in this. God, even Mr. 1,000-year-old, actually not 1,000-year-old, turned into a baby, so maybe he's like 90 years old-ish now. Woo's in the action too.
As well as all the citizens of Ninjago. The Overlord and the Crystal Council are defeated, with Kai, Cole, Jay, and Zane losing their powers.
They somehow managed to get the snakes on their side, even though they did mind control and locked them in a basement for about 1,000 years.
And the golden weapons. In the realm of Imperium, a young girl named Anna creates a photech which can make physical creatures. This invention gets the attention of Dr. Luo. After getting a tour of Imperium's laboratory, Anna discovers a captured dragon and a weaponized version of her photech device.
Oh, of course it's weaponized. It's always the weapons. Every time something cool happens, it's like, okay, well, how can we turn this into a weapon of killing and destruction? Like, oh, you can make real versions of anything. What about a nuke? Ooh, what about a nuke? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be sick? Anyway, the government is taking all of your research now. Thank you so much.
She refuses to work for her, with her parents and the kingdom disapproving. In
Based.
Ninjago,
Her parents are like, no, my lovely daughter who I love so much, you need to make nukes. We have to have so many nukes. We have to do so much violence. We're going to do untold violence to everyone. It's going to be fantastic. Or maybe if they were disapproving of the weapon development, then sure, that's true. That's what you should be like. I feel like the kingdom wouldn't disapprove of weapons development because they want to be able to use the weapons, though.
a boy named Aaron dreams of becoming a ninja, but a massive event known as the Merge smashes together all the realms and separate Aaron from his parents. The
Damn, holy jeez, God, poor Aaron. I feel like the mashing together of the world is a very big stakes operation.
Merge causes the
Aaron
ninja
Yeager.
to also get split up across the new world. Imperium takes the opportunity to hunt down more dragons. Lloyd and Kai meet up again and stop a merge quake, which involves a realm trying to merge with them. Kai goes off on his own to learn more about the merge quakes, while Lloyd stays at the monastery to protect what's left of Ninjago. Several years
Which is, to be fair, not really that much.
later, the people of
7
the
years?
realms begin to coexist, and Aaron and Anna, going by Sora now, become friends. They discover a
they're gamer
small
girls.
source dragon named Ryu being hunted by Imperium, and Lloyd rescues them all. He discovers Aaron's self-taught spinjitzu and Sora's elemental
Wait, how the frick did he? How do you do that? How do you do that spinjitzu? Whoa, that's that. No, you're not supposed to be able to do that.
power of technology. Kai and Nia meet up again with Lloyd and help stop mergequakes across the land. They find Zane in the Imperium Monastery, which is connected to their monastery. The ruler of the realm, Bellatrix, plans her next attack on the ninja.
I hope that satisfied your
Wow.
hunger for a story.
Jesus
now, if
Christ.
Excuse me, I'm gonna get back to my reading.
All right. He's on page 1 of the Philosopher's Stone. He's like, Harry, you stupid bitch. Well, that is certainly satisfied my craving of knowledge for this series. Goodness me, there's a lot that goes on here. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Tom, for allowing me to react to this video. I very much do appreciate it. Please do subscribe to Tom if you want to find out more things about stuff and other things, etc., I'm going to hit a like on this video. You should subscribe here if you want to see more of my dumb face as well. Thanks. I'd appreciate that. Thank you.